Enough is enough. That was the message from waves of high school students across the country today as they poured out of schools, across football fields, and into the streets to demand action on gun violence.
The government is not doing a lot about the massive school shootings that's been going on lately, and we feel like the only way to get them to pay attention and to get them to do something about it is to march. We have to protest. We have to stand up because it's not okay for everybody to, be dying in school. That's supposed to protect us, and it's really not, and the government is just pushing it over.
To get the attention of national lawmakers, thousands more students skipped school, taking their message directly to Washington.
We cannot keep America great if we cannot keep America safe.
We cannot make America safe again until we arm our teachers.
If the teacher dies and a student who's a good student is able to get the gun, are they now held responsible to shoot the student who's come into the door? I'm not happy with that.
We need to arm them with pencils, pens, paper, and the money they need. They need that money to support their families and to support themselves before they can support the futures in those classrooms.
In Florida, the Broward Sheriff's Office put out audio recordings and a new timeline of the Parkland school shooting. They do give us a clear picture of how the Valentine's Day attack unfolded at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, which left 14 students and 3 adults dead.
911, what is your emergency?
The first cries of help from inside had to be whispered.
Shooting up Marjorie Stoneman Douglas.
Someone is doing what? Hello? Hello?
The caller afraid of making too much noise.
Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School is being shot up.
Is being shot up? Are you at the school? I can't hear you. Are you at the school?
Teenagers all across the country walked out of class Wednesday to call for gun control. But at a school in North Carolina, one student walked alone.
It's National Walkout Day. I'm the only one in my school out here. No one here with me.
But 16-year-old Justin Blackman says he never thought about turning back.
There's no way for me to get in trouble for this. I'm just extending my First Amendment right.
The 10th grader says he was touched by the school shooting in Florida and wanted to honor the victims.
I am here to honor the Florida students that lost their lives.
Guns have long scared our children, corrupted our adults, and publicly silenced our government. Guns have become the voice of America, and the government is becoming more negligent by this predicament by the day. Join me in sharing my pain and my anger. Help us by screaming to the government that we are tired of crying for help to a group of people that have turned their backs on us.
Everyday shootings are an everyday problem. I'm here to speak on behalf of Chicago's youth who are surrounded and affected by gun violence every day. It's time for the nation to realize gun violence is more than just a Chicago problem or a Parkland problem, but it's an American problem.
I am here today to acknowledge and represent the African American girls whose stories don't make the front page of every national newspaper. People have said that I am too young to have these thoughts on my own. People have said that I am a tool of some nameless adult. It's not true. My friends and I might still be 11, and we might still be in elementary school, but we know life isn't equal for everyone, and we know what is right and wrong. We also know that we stand in the shadow of the Capitol, and we know that we have 7 short years until we too have the right to vote. We refuse to be ignored by those who will not listen. We deserve to feel safe in our own schools. The time for change is now.
Be the voice for those who don't have one.
Together, we have the power to change the world around us.
These are students in Parkland, Florida, chanting MSD for Marjorie Stoneman Douglas School. That's where 17 people were killed in a shooting on February 14th. Students and teachers marched to the football field where the school's principal told them to keep fighting for change.
Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the things that matter, and our lives matter." Thank you.
One day, when the glory comes, it'll be ours, it'll be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure.
To the heavens, no man, no weapon formed against, yes, glory is destined. Every day women and men become legends. Sins that go against our skin become blessings. The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. Justice is juxtaposition in us. Justice for all just ain't specific enough. One son died, his spirit is revisiting us. True and living in us. Resistance is us. That's why Rosa sat on the bus. That's why we walk through Ferguson with our hands up. When it go down, we woman and man up. They say stay down, we stand up. Shots, we on the ground, the camera panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop and we ran up.
If America is to be a great nation, this must become true. Let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. Not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. We must make the pledge that we shall always march ahead. We cannot turn back.
For every man, woman, and child. Even Jesus got his crown in front of a crowd. They march with the torch, we gon' run with it now. Never look back, we done gone hundreds of miles. From dark roads, heroes, to become a hero. Facing the League of Justice, his power was the people. Enemy is lethal, a king became regal. Saw the face of Jim Crow under a bald ego. The biggest weapon is to stay peaceful. We sing, our music is the cuts that we bleed through. Somewhere in a dream we had an epiphany. Now we right the wrongs in history. No one can win a war individually. It takes the wisdom of the elders, young people's energy. Welcome to the story we call victory. The coming of the Lord, my eyes have seen the glory.
One day when the glory comes,
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood. Now is the time to make justice a reality for all of God's children. I have a dream that one day my poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day.
One day.